Q105.1 Rocks, talking to Charlie from Blackberry Smoke. Tonight, Fargo Brewing. This is one not to miss, man. Jamming at Fargo Brewing. It's pretty basically just spend your whole week at Fargo Brewing. So, Charlie, how's the tour been going so far?
The shows have been great. We've had a really great summer. Done a lot of traveling. We went home for a week before we start the rest of this leg of the summer.
You were at Sturgis last night. So, how's that? And you performed there a lot, right?
We have a ton of history out here, especially with the Full Throttle Saloon. We kind of helped open it back in 2002 or so. We were out on the road with the band Jackal from Atlanta, and we kind of all came out here together, and we have lots of memories at this place. This is actually a new location for it. The other location burned several years ago.
That's right.
I don't know if you knew that, but
forgot about that.
It's just every time we come out here, especially to Full Throttle, it's just like, man, the memories just start flooding back. It's like, wow, remember that time that we did this, and remember that time this exploded, and remember that time that we all got, it's like, it's an endless day of fond memories. I was remembering with the driver that brought us from the airport. He was like, I said something about, the first year that we were out here, and he said that was the second year that it was open.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, I had no idea. And he said, yeah, they opened it the first year in, I guess, 2001. And then 2002, we came out with Jackal and played this.
Now, you guys have been a band for 21 years. How do you keep it together that long?
Who knows? If I knew that, I could sell it and make a profit.
Write a book?
Yeah.
You could probably write a book anyway on all the stuff you've seen, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably will one day. That's what you do, right?
Well, yeah, you've got to do it. And, I mean, if nothing else, I was just talking to somebody not too long ago. Sturgis is basically known for naked people and bikes, right?
Yeah, naked boobs and bikes.
Yeah,
and,
exactly. You could probably just write a Sturgis book.
That's right. Well, I don't know. I think I probably need more than just Sturgis to fill out that many chapters. But
well, maybe it would just be like a coffee table book, a lot of pictures.
Right, yeah, a kid's book.
Well, that's
awesome.
Book,
Boobs and Bikes with Charlie.
That's it. Throw it on the coffee table and just, Amazon bestseller. It feels like to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, Charlie, a lot is made, I think, now more than it used to be about what genre you're in, right? What kind of music do you play? How do you define this band?
I don't really. It's just we're a rock and roll band from Georgia.
Rock people, sometimes they hate country music, and then, you know what I mean? There's kind of that weird divide. So do you ever run into that? Like, we're not this enough or we're not that enough?
Not really. I don't think we run into it in a way that it hinders what we plan to do. We, from the very beginning, that was talked about, as far as people like, are they a rock band or are they a country band? And then we had this little slogan that said we're too rock for country and too country for rock and roll. So and we had T-shirts that said that, and that was fun. People laughed, but at the end of the day, it really did stop us from getting probably offers from major labels and things like that. So we just did without it. We're like, well, we don't need to have that to have a band.
Yeah.
All we need to do is just buy something to travel in and go play music for people.
Yeah, and you've been on the road pretty much every year?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There are no years off.
None.
Except for 2020.
Yeah.
And we found a way to work during that time, too.
And how did you do that? Was it speakeasy style, like we can't talk about it, or?
No, we went and made an album, the You Hear Georgia album, and then we played socially distanced drive-in shows and all that kind of stuff,
How was the drive-in experience?
I hated it.
Yeah.
But, because the audience is important,
Right.
You have to be able to see their faces and see them react. Otherwise, don't get me wrong. I think we were all just happy to be playing, and working, but it was very odd, especially the ones where they ask people to be in their car.
Well, your applause is honking horns and headlights flashing, right?
Yeah, and I'm told, that there were some that they were like, don't honk your horns until the end. It was just like, oh, my God, this is so crazy. It's just like a whole new set of rules and a whole new etiquette. It's just like, whatever. I don't care. Honk the horn all you want. It's not going to bother us. it was a way to get through, and we got through. And people who really wanted to go experience live music, they came and did that thing. I know it was odd, people were like, "This is so strange," we can't leave our little box.
You guys have had a long, illustrious career just out there grinding and doing the work and playing the music that you love, and you've got to work with a lot of cool people. Who's your favorite?
Well, it's always great to play shows with Skinnerd, Government Mule, the Tedeschi Trucks Band.
Yep.
We did a summer tour with them a few years ago. That was great. We have a tour coming up starting in 2 days with Jamie Johnson. That's going to be great. He's a great friend and a great musician, and we've collaborated with him musically a couple times too, and really looking forward to that. And oh gosh, we've had ZZ Top. That was
That's
some
crazy.
of my favorite times on the road.
Yeah,
were with ZZ Top. Zach Brown, our old buddy from Atlanta, we toured with him a lot. That was great. Eric Church, he was great to us. The Wood Brothers, they're always a favorite to play with. Younger bands like Tyler Bryant and the Shakedown, love to play with them. Elizabeth Cook, we just did a tour with her. That was great. Steel Woods, love them. I like Whiskey Myers a lot. We're doing a couple of shows with them this year, not full-on tours, but we've played with them over the years here and there, and they've always been kind of like our Texas buddies.
Tell me if I'm completely off base here, but it seems like there are a couple of different ways that people do what you do, and one of them is commercially, and one of them is like you just listed off a whole bunch of people that all love the music in a different way. Is that accurate, and is that accurate about you guys?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I guess I can't assume
Right.
how other people feel, but I feel like the people I just mentioned are probably kindred spirits.
Yeah.
All
that's a good way to
them.
put it. I couldn't quite find the word. Sorry. It just seems like, anytime you listen to music from guys like that, guys like you, or you hear people they just talk about it different. They talk about it with a different kind of passion and love for it.
Maybe so. Yeah. I would say that those there are bands that you would go see that it's all about. It's kind of going through the motions, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't apply to any of those people I just mentioned. I don't believe.
And not you guys either. I know you're trying to be humble, but there's a reason why you guys are all in the club together and playing together and all that, and that's because you're just like that.
No, well, thank you very much.
So, of course, the show is at Fargo Brewing tonight. Are you a beer guy?
No, not me. I was for most of my adult life, and I put down drinking a long time ago.
Good for
16
you.
years ago, maybe. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I liked it a little too much.
Yeah. Well, I know I have a bunch of family members that I wish would do the same thing, but we won't talk about them too much.
Yeah. Well, I'm still going through my list of people that are pissed off.
You'll be making amends until a couple of days after you're gone.
Yeah. No, I really, it just at one point, I was just like, hey, you know what? I don't want to die.
Yep.
Let me get a handle on this.
Well, that's good, man. It's good to have that mindset and that knowing yourself enough to know when it's time to cut it out. So what can we expect tonight at Fargo Brewing?
Oh man, we will play a nice variety of Blackberry Smoke songs. I would say that's what we generally do from night to night. We switch it up, so not the same thing every night.
Do you do that to keep yourselves entertained as much as anybody else?
Probably more.
Yeah.
Because we're playing it every night. The people that are coming to see the show, they're not coming to every show.
Right.
So, but at the same time, there are songs that we have to play, or I think our people would be mad. So, we're not here to make people mad. We're here to play music that makes them feel good.
Yeah.
So, we try and stick in the ones that I think are the must play songs.
Yeah.
We'll play those, but that depends on who you ask, I guess.
That's true.
Because there are some people that after we do a show, they'll go, "Why didn't you play this?" And say, "Oh, we did it last night." Well, I came all the way from, It's like, I'm sorry. Well, unfortunately, we can't play the whole catalog to cover every single need. But that's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
And I did have one man years ago who he complained until we finally played his favorite song, and then he was drunk and he kept asking for it, and I was like, "We just played it,"
He didn't even remember.
It dawned on me that I leaned over to him and I said, "Are you telling me that of all the songs that we have and the songs that we've recorded and the songs that we played tonight, the only one you like is that one? And you bought a ticket to see our show because you wanted to hear that one song?" And I think he told me to fuck off at that point.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, well.
Man, you're an easy to talk to, dude. And I really appreciate you taking the time to talk right before the show this evening at Fargo Brewing. Good luck at the show tonight, man. It's going to be kick-ass. I know it is, so we'll see you out there.
Yeah, thank you very much. Can't wait.